Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new, I review movies occasionally, and I just saw A Quiet Place. So the backstory of this is, not that there's really a big backstory, but I was supposed to see it 2 weeks ago, but for some reason we didn't see it. And then last weekend, the first time we were supposed to go 2 weeks ago and we didn't see it because my brother was sick. And then last weekend we didn't go because, I don't know, it just didn't happen. So we finally saw this movie. It was, well, first off, we went to this theater that is like kind of like one of those theaters that you go to because you kind of want to support the theater so it doesn't close down. And it didn't have stadium seating because they're older theater. So we got there and I put my feet like on the seat in front of me because I didn't want anybody to sit in front of me, because I'm like, every time I go to this theater I get anxiety, like major anxiety, like because I'm so anxious somebody's gonna sit in front of me. I'm like, but the movie was, as most people would expect, a quiet movie. When I say go see it in a theater, I think it's one of those movies, like, in hindsight, I feel like it's not the best movie to see in a theater because it is so quiet, but I think everybody should experience it though, because it is kind of an interesting experience to like be in a very, very quiet movie with like hearing people like opening up their bags and, you know, like eating their popcorn. Like you can hear like everything. And there was this one girl in the back of the theater who was like and like making a lot of noises when things would happen, and it was kind of annoying, to be honest. And I was thinking to myself, like, girl, like, and I also told this to my brother and dad, but I mean, girl, like, if you're gonna react this way, you shouldn't probably see a movie in theater, or at least this kind of movie in theaters. But yeah, this movie stars John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, who are married in the movie and in real life, as most people know. They have like, basically it's about this family. They have 3 children, which was a surprise to me because in the trailers they only have 2, but you find out all that stuff when you see the movie. And it's basically about them trying to make as little noise as possible because these creatures, or whatever they are, because we don't have a backstory, which I'll get into in a little bit. They are trying to be as quiet as possible to not attract these creatures, because these creatures are not friendly. They're gonna kill you. So yeah, and I would say the first half hour was the most quiet part of the movie, and then as the movie progresses, it does get like, there's a little bit more dialogue in like the second half of the movie, and there's more sounds, you know, like actual sounds. I felt anxious, I felt scared at times, I felt sad. It was actually a lot sadder of a movie than I expected. I just mostly expected it to be like a thrilling, scary experience, which I definitely would say that it's definitely a thrilling, it's like a thriller horror movie. Like, my brother thought that it was more of a thriller movie, but I told him that what makes it a horror movie, in my opinion, is that the creatures are like horrifying, that they're trying to evade. So I would give this movie I think I'd give it a 7.5. I would have gave it an 8 if my whole experience would have been better, like, you know, because it's just, we didn't go to the best theater, and it's not the best movie to see in a theater because of the fact that it's really quiet and it's kind of like, it's just a weird experience. But I wouldn't say not to go see it in theaters. But yeah. And also I give it 7.5 out of 10 because instead of an 8, because there isn't a lot of backstory to, like, you know, like these creatures. We don't know where they came from, what they are, how they got there. Like, we don't really know anything about the creatures other than the fact that this family is trying to evade them and trying to survive, you know, with these creatures roaming around. So that's basically the like one of my only cons of the movie is that we don't have a lot of backstory. But at the same time, like maybe that's like a part of the movie, like to have like that mystery. And I also definitely would say that the sound, like the quietness of the movie is definitely like a character. So I think that was pretty interesting. I would kind of compare this movie to the movie Hush, which is on Netflix. It's basically about a deaf woman who basically is trying to fight this guy who's trying to get into her house, and she's a writer. So it's a good movie, so go check that out too. But this movie is very good. Like, me and my dad, we were talking about the backstory of it all and how there's no backstory to the aliens, like I already said, and how it's kind of like if Harry Potter didn't have any backstory to Harry Potter, then, you know, it would just be about, oh my god, it would just be about a boy who finds out he's a wizard, and so in some ways I feel like the backstory would be beneficial. I don't know if they're going to put backstory into the next movie. I don't know if it's going to be a next movie for this. I don't know if it's going to be that kind of movie, or if it's just going to be a one hit kind of deal. But yeah, I liked it. Would I say go see it? Sure, if you're into scary movies, if you're into movies that are definitely quiet. If you're into more scary movies that are like more like making you scared just to make you scared, rather than making you scared like this movie to elicit an emotional response because you care about the family, then you might not like this movie. But I liked it. It was definitely a different experience. Would I say that it's like the best scary movie I've ever seen in my entire life? No, but I definitely liked it. And the fact that I was like anxious during the movie because of the fact that I didn't want somebody to sit in front of me, you know, that kind of added to my anxiety of the movie. Like I was even like having anxiety last night when I was going to bed, not because of the movie, I think it was excess anxiety from maybe the movie, so that could have been part of it. But yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot, and if you guys like those kinds of movies, go check it out. So yeah, and the kids in the movie were pretty good, I would have to say. I mean, I definitely think that John Krasinski and Emily Blunt did fantastic. Like, they were really good in the movie. I mean it makes sense because John Krasinski, he directed the movie, he co-wrote the movie, and he acted in the movie. So I mean, it's like, you know, a big deal. But Emily Blunt, oh my god, like she's just one of those actresses that's just like, she can do no wrong basically. But yeah, so basically go check it out if you are interested in this movie. Give it 2 thumbs up overall, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you have any other reviews you would want me to see, or you would want me to do down below. My next review I plan to do is Affinity. I mixed Avengers and Infinity War. Okay, but the next movie I plan to review is Avengers Infinity War, which I'm really excited about. And this coming week I plan to film quite a few videos, not quite a few, but maybe like 2 or 3 videos about the 100, and then I'm gonna do another like Nintendo kind of video. So watch out and keep your eyes peeled for my videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more reviews if you haven't already, and it's free, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.